Yeah. So we meet again, but this time I am the master.
The name has defeated me already.
Alright, so we ready? I will start when both players are ready.
Oh, he showed up. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, he's here now. Like I said, he's here now. I told you he's available now.
I thought Brian said no bye.
No, I said...
It's like, what, do you want us to just sit here and wait? I understand now.
It's a good thing. You're learning. You're learning.
That's what's important. It's been a while since I actually casted, like, tournaments.
What was the last tournament you casted, bro? Was it
Okay,
MLG?
Well, I used to be in Solace, and I would cast our clan wars all the time.
Oh, but it wasn't MLG?
Yeah,
and
it was MLG, man. I was one of the main casters, dude.
Was it GSL? Did you cast with Artosis and Tasteless?
I casted that too. Actually, I casted solo because no one's good enough to cast with me, except for you.
No. See, the correct answer is I casted that too, but I was on the Korean side. Because you know how GSL has the Korean side and the and Tastosis. Okay. Anyways, like we're not even calling that the English side. We're calling it the Korean side and Tastosis. Okay. So I'll go ahead and introduce now. Spawning in the bottom right, we have the orange Protoss SirColveskey, and his opponent, the yellow Zerg, spawning in the top left. Legit.
They just had to pick orange and yellow, didn't they?
They did, man.
They just had to pick those.
They did.
I'm not gonna lie. I spawned on top of the Protoss, and I tried to split his workers for him. It didn't work.
I can't understand why. Oh, we do have
hit his next
pylon.
Okay. Foxhole's workers and right-clicked. I'm like, they're not moving.
Okay, so we did actually see a little bit of a mess up from SirColveskey.
Yeah, he put the pylon down, like, right in the middle of his base. I don't know what that was all about.
You don't want to do that against Zerg, but I don't know if one base play is good against Zerg either. Most Protoss I play go Forge Fast Expand for a reason, but maybe we'll see if he can actually make this work, as he does have a probe working its way up.
You can go gate first. Like, a really good map for gate first is Tal'Dorm Altar, because you get 6-pooled so much. So if you go gate first there, you pretty much just get a free win versus 6 pools if you have good micro. So it's an option there. And I mean, if you want to do early pressure, gate openings are really nice.
We do have a 14 pool going down, so we're probably going to be following this up with a 16 hatch, which is a pretty standard build for Zerg versus Protoss.
Yeah, I would expect so. Maybe we'll see the Protoss pylon block. We should. Or,
maybe.
Well, obviously in a little bit when Zerg has the money to make the hatch.
Looks like he's running out of space though. He was just looking for that expansion. The Zerg's gonna go ahead and drop that down right there. There it goes.
Not really usually what you want, but maybe he just wants his worker mining really quickly, so he just wants the extra minerals. It's kind of like a less finicky way of playing, so respect for that.
You know, but I see this as, that wasn't actually a 16 hatch, that was a 15 hatch, so a little safer, actually. Because he's not going to have room for that extra drone.
I think every Zerg would throw down a quicker hatch if they could, it's just they usually get pylon blocked.
No, because I prefer to do a 16 hatch, just because that extra drone for economy.
I don't know, man. Maybe he just wants to be safe.
We'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. We do have another gate going down for SirColveskey. And only one gas. I think this is starting to look a little bit like a 4-gate, actually. Just because he has one gas. This is really early.
Yeah. The second gateway is too early for a 4-gate, so maybe he wants to put on, like, 2-gate pressure and expand? That could be cool.
But because he doesn't need the one gas if he's going to do 2-gate pressure, and he only needs 2 gas, or he needs 2 gases if he's going to do anything tech out of this. So I mean, this is going to be interesting. We'll see how this goes. As the Zealot is making its way across the map, and he's going to go ahead and push up into this natural, see if he can harass a bit. There are no Zerglings out, so this Zealot is going. It actually has a chance of doing damage.
Yeah, oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say, it looks like he's going for Stalkers, but he's getting a Stalker and a Zealot, which I guess you can pressure with that too. I don't know. What I was thinking is if he goes 2 gates, has 1 gas, you can just produce stalkers off one base and pressure with that, and because he's only going to have slow lings, you can pretty much kill infinite Zerglings, but that's not what he's doing, so I,
Yeah.
again, do not know.
Meanwhile, we did see Legit pull off of gas, and then he just went right back onto it, so I'm kind of confused, or no, he just pulled, no, he didn't pull off gas, he actually just made his gas, I'm sorry. For some reason I thought that gas was up already. I am losing it, but so he is getting his gas, and he is getting his Roachworn and his 2 Evo chambers, as we do have an expansion coming out of SirColveskey.
Yep. So.
Ooh, and there's the Robo.
It's a little bit safer than 1-gate expand, but it's not really it's not really necessary unless you're really scared of your opponent. So I don't know. I prefer the 1-gate expand, but 2-gate expand has its merits as well.
Yeah. Now, what I do find interesting is he does have that Robo up, and he still is only on 1 gas. There's not a whole lot you can do on 1 gas with a Robo.
He's also oversaturated by 2 probes. Definitely needs to. Well, he might as well send 2 probes down to his natural, or take his gas. He needs to do one of the two. Because if you go past 24 probes, you're just wasting time with them.
Right. Which is a really cool feature. I know I'm actually in the beta for Heart of the Swarm, if you didn't know that. Really cool feature. Yeah, I am, actually. Really cool feature is the fact that it does keep track of that for you. Oh, right.
I don't know how I feel
Freak,
about that. I feel like...
I forgot about the transition. Freak. I apologize to everybody who was watching the stream. I forgot about the transition there. So they heard us talking about it. They didn't actually see what was going on.
They just saw something really fuzzy.
I actually had it set up the first game, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I apologize to
don't bother
everybody.
with those.
I'm not.
I know myself well enough to know that I would just screw that up every time.
I should just set up StarCraft or SC2 switcher or scene switcher, SC2 scene switcher or something like that.
Yeah,
Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. So cover for me. Cover for me. Cover for me.
Okay. Anyway, we see no speed yet for Zerg, so that's a little different. Generally, you generally just get Zergling speed. He has only made 2 links though, so maybe he just doesn't want that many. He has started double upgrades, ranged attack, and Carapace. We see that SirColveskey, I'm just gonna call him Protoss, has taken his 2 gases and his natural. He's also saturated his main. He's got pretty good mineral saturation in his main. It's 2 over, but that's not really a big deal. That 2 over optimal, not 2 over max. He's now saturated all his gases, so he's getting a lot. And let's see what he wants to do with it. He has made 1 immortal and an observer, so there's a little bit out of the robotics. We also see that Legit is taking out his rocks here. He's also planted his 3rd down.
Huh?
And he's also taken his 4th gas, so...
Now that third is finishing now for Legit, and this is not bad for Legit. You do want to get those 3 bases up when your Protoss opponent does have 2. Now, the only thing is, like, he knows that expansion's up, but I don't think he really knows about the Robo.
Yeah, he hasn't really scouted the front for a while. As far as I've seen, his Overlord is like at the bottom left and like top right, but way past like even the bases that are close there. So he really doesn't have much information right now. He's really quite lucky it's not. Never mind, it isn't all in. Bunch more gateways going down as well as the robotics bay. So
we'll see Colossus in this. I'm not quite sure, but you know, we do have a Spire that is coming up for Legit already, so he's going to be able to deal with Colossus.
He's also just finishing roach speed right now, so he could get aggressive with these roaches. Protoss does see them moving out, so he'll know these are coming and he'll be ready. But seeing as he's gone for all these units, he's perfectly okay with this. He wants to be attacked right now.
Right. He does have quite a few units here, and it looks like with good force fields he'll be able to clean this up. 2 roaches going down, 3 roaches going down for nothing.
Yeah, those were good force fields. You got a couple roaches for free, which is pretty much all you can ask for. See, Legit might try to break down these rocks over here. No, he's just gonna chill in the 3rd. He's just checking.
Yeah, he's just checking to see if there is a 3rd. More roaches coming out for Legit. It looks like Legit is wanting. He really wanted to do some damage there, is what it looks like, and he just wasn't able to. So he's trying to get more roaches up so he can see if he can do damage.
I think he expected a 3rd, and this attack would have been okay if there had been a 3rd there. He probably could have done a little bit of damage. but because the Protoss player is not going for a third, it just ended up him losing a couple units for free.
Right, and we do have another mortal coming out for SirColveskey, but... Oh, wait, looks like there's a little bit of an engagement. No. Looks like the Zerg is going to pull back. Legit is going to pull those roaches back and not engage. Which is actually a good idea.
Yeah, apparently once you get speed for roaches, they're really fast. You can dart in, or attack a little bit, do a little bit of damage, and then just run away. We see Colossus range is starting for SirColveskey. He's got a Colossus queued up, but he's supply blocked, so he needs to wait a little bit for that to start. 4 pylons going down right now, so it should be started soon, and I'm thinking he's going to attack. I mean, he should have had a third by now if he's not going to, so it's going to be some kind of 2-base play.
Oh, but we do have, right as you speak, there is a probe on its way to put down the third and 3 pylons. Man, they're just keeping us guessing, man.
You say something, and then the player immediately proves you wrong.
Exactly. Now we do have SirColveskey breaking down these rocks at his natural third, whatever. And that Colossus is halfway done, but still nothing out, no air out for Legit, as he is now supply blocked. Oh, that fixed.
We actually see hallucination being researched right now, so that's kind of cool. There's 6 sentries out, and they've all got lots of energy, so if he hallucinates Phoenixes and Scouts with it, he gets some good information. He can also, hallucinate Colossi for the fight, and try to get the Zerg to target them, so that'd be cool as well.
Well, it looks like he is going to hallucinate a Phoenix, and he's going to fly it across the map to see if he can scout anything. Maybe scare his opponent.
Yeah, and Colossi are starting to come out now, so, Protoss is in a good position here. It's only, it's 3 base versus 3 base, so he's not behind in any means. 191 supply to 157 is okay when your opponent is pretty much all roach. So
yeah, and he is actually almost even on worker count. So
yeah,
this is not looking bad for either side here, as both armies are building up and both armies are getting pretty large. We don't see any corruptors out on the map to deal with the Colossus, but that's okay because the Colossus has not been scouted out yet.
Yeah, I gotta give a little edge to Protoss right now, actually. I thought he was kind of behind, and then just looking at the drone count, he's just not got the economy that he wants, and if these force fields are good, he should take this engagement. Looks like there are, okay.
Oh, wow, actually, no. It's hard to tell. He is doing quite a bit of damage with these Colossus. Oh, but he needs to pull that Colossus back. It is right there where the roaches are going to kill it. More stuff is being warped in. But it looks like those roaches are right on that Colossus. He needs to pull the Colossus back, but nope. It does fall, but he still might have enough to defend this. And it looks like he does.
But 33 roaches being produced right now. Like I said, if Protoss had good force fields and they kind of kept his army together, he'd win the engagement. It's not really what happened. One Colossus went down on the secondary ramp and kind of got picked off really easily, and the force fields kind of kept roaches against his immortals, so not the best, not exactly what he was looking for, but he's still okay. He's getting blink right now, and he's got a lot of stalkers.
He does have a lot of stalkers. Now we do have another Colossus on the way, but losing those 2 Colossus was actually pretty big. I mean, like I said before, Colossus are a lot like infestors for Zerg. You just can't lose them.
Yeah, you want them alive. They're so expensive.
They are
300,
definitely
200,
expensive.
That's ridiculous.
And it looks like...
Right
oh, never mind. I was about to say that it looks like there's going to be another push. Yep, there it comes. Roaches on their way from Legit. Nope. Look, wait. Hold on.
SirColveskey needs to get his stalkers out of there. If they engage those roaches, that's pretty much not going to go well for him.
That isn't going to go well. He needs to warp in some sentries at this point, as all he has are stalkers and 1 immortal. But
sentries are definitely good.
Sentries are really good. He does have the Colossus out, but the roaches are attacking his third. And is he going to react? No, it looks like a little bit of a delayed reaction. This base could go in. This base could go down. No, it looks like those roaches are going to be pulled back. A little bit of Blink Micro, but I mean, the Blink Micro worked a little more in Legit's favor than anything, as SirColveskey is going to push up a little bit more. He can blink up and maybe snipe out a few roaches, but no, he's going to pull up to the infestors. I don't think he saw those infestors. Yeah, he didn't see the infestors, but I mean that was actually not a bad time to pull back. But I definitely would like to see some sentries in this army.
You definitely don't want to engage against infestors when you don't have anything to really deal with them. He only had one Colossus with that army, and when you're pretty much pure blink stalker and you're going to be relying on your blink micro to beat roaches, you definitely don't want to fight infestors. So it was definitely good for him that he pulled back.
Oh man, but there's more roaches on their way, as Legit is now 200, and he is making his way down into the third again. SirColveskey is not in position to defend this. He is still in his natural. Looks like he's going to lose his third here. Probes are being pulled, and there goes the third. The third is down as SirColveskey now pulling his army in. But even if he did damage here, it's just not going to be enough, as the infestors did run down from up there, up from the fourth, and it did look like they might have actually seen something. But great force fields going down. I didn't even see the sentries come in there, and he did take out quite a few roaches with that.
Yeah, that was undoubtedly hugely in Zerg's favor until he ran up against those force fields, and it kind of evened it out a little bit. So definitely a good play by Protoss there. Now you see the split is 200 to 154, but again, he's still only at 55 drones, so Protoss is actually ahead in workers, and if he can kill this army once, he'll be in a great position. And the blink forward, oh no!
Oh, the fungals are gone, or have gone down. Oh man, but a lot of roaches were lost to the Colossus, as it looks like SirColveskey is going to push up further, but the roaches are going to focus down the Colossus, and one Colossus goes down, the other one being pulled back, but it looks like he's trying to get him up on the high ground, but there's no way up there. There are trees blocking the way, and the roaches are just going to clean this up.
You can't walk there, Colossus! It doesn't work. Oh, just looking at this game right now, I feel like Protoss would actually be in a really good position if way back when he'd had his forge and started upgrading, because the upgrades are 2-2 to 0-0, and at that point, you know, your units just aren't powerful enough to defeat your opponents, and this is kind of what happens.
Right, as the roaches are making their way up into the natural, and it looks like probes are being pulled to defend this, but this is not looking good for SirColveskey, as
you know you're in trouble when the probes are pulled.
You definitely know you're in trouble when the probes are pulled. The Colossus is going to make his way out. Maybe he's waiting for this Colossus to see if it can maybe save him, but nope, GG, well played and good luck, says SirColveskey, as it looks like Legit is going to move into the next round.
Definitely a fan of the addition of It's just, you can't show frustration properly without It so nicely.
It certainly does. Congratulations to Legit for moving into round 2. Let's go ahead and find...
Definitely well played.
Definitely well played.
He kind of played Stefano's style, which is stop at not very many drones and just make roaches.
Yeah.
The thing is, he never transitioned out of it, which, if he did want to improve, that's definitely something he could do. You know, it's really good to do that for a little while, and then be like, oh, okay, I have map control, take a fourth, make drones, attack. But, hey man, whatever works, works.
Alright.
Check out the bracket here.